You. Tell Like It Is TV. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, y'all. Let me sip this water real quick. All right, man. Let's get into the situation, man. I believe Drake has the worst team. Drake has the worst team and the worst, what they call that, publicity team or whatever they call that, behind the scenes, or what you want to call it, a think tank group or whatever the fuck. He has to have one of the worst in hip hop history, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. And I told Drake in the videos that I did, man, leave that lawsuit alone, bro. I don't know if that's Drake in particular doing that or the people in his team, but if it's the people in his team, they need to tell his ass to drop that lawsuit, because it just makes him look soft, man. It makes it look soft. It makes you look like a sore loser, and don't nobody mess with that, man. Don't nobody respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Don't nobody respect that. And now you're out here. Now you're out here telling on niggas. You out here getting niggas channels and shit demonetized and shit like that, dog. This is crazy, Drake. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 78 Sports TV. I just seen his video a little earlier today, and in the claim, he claiming that in the lawsuit as well, he claiming that Kendrick Lamar is basically calling Drake Drake crying anti-Semitism. Like, bruh, yo, Drake is calling for a race of anti-Semitism, man. This dude, man, the boy, listen, 2025 just started. The boy done already crashed out, man. The boy done already crashed out. He already got the crash out of the year, hands down. Drake is the winner. There's no coming back from some shit like this. I ain't gonna say there's no coming back, but dog, this just is not a good look. It just, like I said, it makes him like a sore loser. It make him look weak. It make hip hop look bad, honestly. But anyway, let's get into this. We got a few videos we're gonna chime in over the situation. But anyway, Drake alleges in the lawsuit that UMG permitted content creators such as Casanat, Zayas, No Shack Life, RDC Gaming, Carter Family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. He claims this lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content while generating profits from both UMG and the creators, prioritizing revenue over Drake's safety. Man, this is not a good look, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here telling on content creators, Drake? Like, come on, fam. This is not good, man. This is not good. Drake has to have the worst team in hip-hop history, man. But maybe besides Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Between him and Fat Joe, them niggas is going out sad. You know what I'm saying? They've been going out sad these last few months, man. It is what it is. But, to say that, because one thing with that, the Not Like Us song was, it wasn't no copyright strikes. Like, for the most part, I think, even on my videos, like the Drake ones were pretty much, I was getting hit with copyrights. You know what I'm saying? Or it was some kind of copyright claim or something. But for Not Like Us, there was no copyright claim. So, but on my particular channel, I'm not monetized. I don't have enough subscribers yet to be monetized. But if I was a content creator that, one of these type of guys that's got the, the thousand threshold for subscribers and watch time and things like that, people were going to make a lot of money off that. Kendrick allowed the streets to eat. He allowed the streets to eat, dog. See, my problem with this is that Drake had no problem with it. None of the content creators reacting to his shit and basically saying like, without the monetization, that without the monetization, they wasn't going to react to it. Like, bruh, no, that's what niggas going to do. Niggas is going to recap the battles, bruh. Like, that's what we do, man. At the end of the day, even when he was going at it with Meek Mill, I was up here. You know what I'm saying? I was up here when that beef was going on my original channel. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We reacted to it, all that. You know what I'm saying? Drake wasn't trying to take niggas' posts down. Hell, Meek Mill wasn't even trying to get niggas' posts taken down and shit like that. But this shit is just soft as hell, man. Let me come over here real quick, man. It's not a good look for the boy, man. Not a good look for the boy. So this is one of the guys right here. Now this nigga's funny to me. I fuck with him. A few of his videos during the beef I watched. I think it was the J. Cole joint when J. Cole tapped out. You know what I'm saying? That video was hilarious when he did that video though. But anyway, let's get into No Life Shaq. His reaction of being included in the lawsuit against UMG.
Yeah, bro. Just like what the title said, this is exactly what's happening.
Hold on. Fair accuse.
Nigga Drake them snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. It's no way you got us in this case, dog. Nigga, we chilling, having fun. And you got us listed in the case? Oh, this gotta be the softest nigga ever, dog. Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip-hop, bro. It's no way. You a great artist, I'll give you that all day long. I promise you. Can't take that from you. But, bro, you gotta be the softest nigga in the history of Earth.
And it's like I said, what's bad about it is that Drake had his run where he was always being put on the radio. And there was people out there with better songs and better shit going on than Drake. Y'all remember when Kanye went on that goddamn rant and, you know, went into the hospital for dehydration and came out a whole new Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know his rant, that Life of the Pablo, that shit should have been all over the goddamn radios. Got no spins like that. But you hear Drake. So like I said, when the machine was with him, he had no problem with this shit. You know what I'm saying? When it was him and Meek Mill, he had no problem with it. But the minute somebody put blood in that nigga mouth, now he want to get out here and start crying, shit ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? That shit corny. Remember he did the same thing with the Pusha T shit. Oh, well, you know, he brought up my kid and da-da-da-da. You know, he was looking weak as hell in that barbershop joint with LeBron and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now, hold on. Now this nigga's out here snitching on LeBron. You out here snitching on LeBron about LeBron cheating on Savannah and shit. Like, this nigga Drake, man, I don't know, man. That shit ain't cool, dog. Even if Drake is upset, because I think it's been like 2 diss tracks now that he's put out about LeBron James. Maybe he has some secret shit in the stash or something, just waiting for LeBron to switch on him or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I haven't heard LeBron James come out and, you know, like, talk shit about Drake. I haven't heard that. I mean, the song Come On, you might see Bron bopping to it or singing some of the lyrics. I mean, the nigga getting ready for a basketball game, dog. Like, he turning up. Like, I don't know LeBron to know that, but I don't think LeBron is doing that shit in a malicious intent. Like, you know, oh yeah, nah, man, fuck that stuff. Turn that like not like us. I fuck with Drake. That's my man's in them. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think LeBron looking at it, you know, it's a nice beat to it. You know what I'm saying? Nice little lyrics to it and shit like that. He just getting warmed up for the game. Apparently Drake feels some kind of way about LeBron turning up to that shit. And, you know, he's decided to come out here and write about LeBron James telling on his wife. I mean, LeBron James cheating on his wife. Anyway, let me let this, because he's also put all these content creators in this lawsuit. Why he hasn't put Aiden Ross? The only name I didn't see up there is Aiden Ross. All right? That's the only thing I did not see up there. Now, whether or not Aiden Ross went out there and DJ Academics, obviously, you know, DJ Academics is Team Drake. He's Team Drake all the way through and through. You know, Academics going to sell out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to be. I don't know why Drake is trying to use hip hop to like divide everybody. Like that's almost what it feels like he's doing. Like he wants content creators to be specifically talking good and shitting on goddamn Kendrick Lamar. And that's what he wants. You know what I'm saying? It's not like genuinely that's how you feel and so that this is what it is. Like it's more like, nah, you got to be extreme like thinking like, bro, at the end of the day, like I said, I always say family matters is hard. You know what I'm saying? I've always said, and I've stated that from the very beginning when the shit dropped. Like, yo, that family matters shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that probably is one of the, out of the beef, that's probably one of the best. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the best, but not like us. It's just another notch. It's just better. It's just better. And there's nothing wrong with a nigga just being better. It's not like Drake wasn't out there. Like I said, that family matters shit. And I like push-ups as well, too. You know what I'm saying? I can never be nobody number one fan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like the way he kicked that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with it, but yo, dog, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick has some shit, though. He has some shit. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the Family Matters. See, Drake thought it was over when he dropped the Family Matters. Yeah, he thought that shit was over when he dropped Family Matters, and then Kendrick drops Meet the Grams after Family Matters, and then he drops the Napalm Bomb and Not Like Us. Drake, you had an opportunity to capitalize off of that, fam, and what you do the Heart Part 6, which sound like you were tapping out, fam. It sound like you was, y'all go look at the videos that I did. It sound like the nigga was tapping out. So, nigga, you lost. Nigga, like, you accepted defeat to a certain degree, all right? So you just go ahead, take your loss, come out with the music, and you know, he's been taking his little shots here and there. What's that song? It's Up? No, is it No Face? I think it's No Face. He's like, niggas got hot out the features, I skated on, hot up the nigga, yeah, hating on, know what I'm saying? So, you know, I gotta know. How you got hot out the nigga you hating on numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake, don't get it twisted, man. I fuck with the boy, man, but this type of shit, I can't fuck with that, dog. I cannot do that, man. You got to drop that case, man. And all you doing, really, Drake, or what your team is doing, low-key, they're making Kendrick Lamar more bigger. They're making people want to see the goddamn Super Bowl performance now. Because your ass is out here crying foul like a hoe, fam. You crying foul like a hoe. This is not cool, Drake. That's not hip-hop, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You doing that whole business executive bullshit at the end of the day. Don't nobody respect that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? What goddamn Ice Cube goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Used to be hard, now you're just wet and soft. Heard you was down with the 8K. And then I seen you on a video with Mission Lay looking like straight bozos. I saw it coming. That's why I went solo and kept on stomping. While y'all motherfuckers move straight out of Compton, you know what I'm saying? Living with the whites, one big house, and not another nigga in sight. Yo, come on, Drake, fam. You going out sad, fam. This ain't good, man. Let me let this keep playing.
Yo, look at this, y'all. I ain't even finna waste y'all time, dog. Look at this shit. Look at this. Read, nigga. Can y'all read this? Y'all, bruh, just like what the title said, this is exactly what's happening. This nigga Drake do snitched on the reaction community. It's no way.
All right.
No way you got this.
All right, so look at this right here.
Chilling, having fun.
So this is Kai Cenat reacts to being named in Drake's UMG lawsuit. He says, why am I in this shit? You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Like I said, anybody who reacted to it, he's throwing these niggas in a case like this is some kind of a takedown of Drake. Listen, the industry eats its own. Listen, that's how the game goes. All right? Don't get mad when the industry turn and start eating on your ass at the end of the day. That's how it goes. You watched a lot of niggas get eaten up, dog, by the industry. You watched it, Drake. You watched it. Matter of fact, you was a part of it when it was going down with goddamn Kanye. When it was going down with goddamn what's the dude's name? Meek Mill. You had no problem with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They was promoting your ass on Saturday Night Live, and they got the beat playing in the background while you know what I'm saying? Like, you tormenting. Like, if Meek Mill came out here, oh man, nah man, he said my girl is my girl tour, my war tour, man, because he making it seem like I don't get money or something. You know, I'm suing him for defamation. Yup, suing him for defamation. He talking about doing this and doing that. You know, that's making me look crazy out here in these streets, doing stuff for AR Ab and all this whole other stuff, man. You know, this defamation of character, man. I'm suing Drake, and I'm suing his goddamn Universal Music Group for promoting this shit. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. And then you got niggas out here, man, if something happened to Drake, man, Drake don't even like being on boats. Like, bruh, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Drake need to get his ass out here and go make some music, dog. Or his team got to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas making the ass whooping. Y'all prolonging the ass whooping. Y'all are literally prolonging the ass whooping at this point with this lawsuit. That's all y'all doing. Every time every time Drake comes out here and is suing, whether it's Spotify, UMG, all you doing is prolonging the ass whooping. I work with somebody, right? I'm not gonna say I know them, right? But you know, so when the beef was popping and the music was out, right? One of the dudes was like, you know, the dude I work with, oh, Family Matters is better. You know, I don't know why people not like us stuff, right? So eventually, you know, now this was back when the beef was popping, right? Now, you know, we was talking about music and shit like that. You know, the Kendrick Lamar thing got brought up. You know, we talked about the Drake situation with him suing. And this same dude who thought that Family Matters was better is now like, man, Drake's soft as hell for that. You know, now I want to see the Super Bowl and watch, and he don't even watch football. Now he want to watch the Super Bowl because Drake and his team keep bitching about the goddamn song. Y'all niggas is prolonging the ass whooping. If y'all would just shut the fuck up, you know, and just not talk about it or whatever the case may be, you be good, bro. Just drop some music. But you prolonging this ass whooping. That's what you're doing. You're extending the lifeline of the ass whooping. Some people are like, oh, well, you know, man, we not tired. You not tired. No, you can't get tired of that song, dog. It's just like niggas don't get tired of Ether. I still play Ether every now and then. I might still play Super Ugly. I might play Wankster. I might play Murder. You know, I don't believe you. I still might play Clapback. We gon' clap back, we gon' clap back, we gon' clap back. You know what I'm saying? And even when we think about that battle, right? Ja Rule and them now when I was a kid, because, you know, like I said, you know, I was still in my teenage years, young. I don't know nothing about the business. I didn't really know nothing about what's going on behind the scenes and all this other shit, right? But 50 was my mans. Now, from my point of view, before I learned everything, you know, 50 and them were just mashing on them, know what I'm saying? But when Ja, not knowing that Ja and Murder Inc. really had their hands tied behind their back, for real. But at the end of the day, it was what it was, right? But Ja came out with Clapback. Clapback was hard. Clapback was hard. You know what I'm saying? Clapback was hard. But, you know, 50 and them had the machine with them. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. 50 and them had the machine. But it happens. Even 50 got ate up by the machine. 50 done did all this shit for bringing back goddamn Eminem, giving him a lifeline low key in his career. Dr. Dre for sure. And then this nigga go ahead and becomes one of the biggest rappers in the world. And then adds a nigga from the West Coast. And then eventually this nigga from the West Coast decides he gonna turn on goddamn 50 Cent. Now this is Interscope. Interscope is where 50 pretty much was signed to. And they allowed Game to do the GU knots and all this other shit. And, you know, 50 had to learn the hard way. 50 had to learn the hard way and get bit by that snake that we call the industry. And Drake, you're just getting bit by that same snake, but you're crying foul and wanting to sue niggas. Talking about niggas is hurting your brand. You know what I'm saying? Like acting like a straight hoe. A straight 304, fam. This is ridiculous, dog. Now listen.
At a discounted rate.
Now, this woman is going to break down the case. I don't care how you want to break this down. There is no way to make this shit look like, nah, I see what the boy trying to do, though. I see what the boy trying to do. Bro, there's no way out of this shit, dog. Like I said, he is just prolonging the ass whooping. That's all he's doing. Niggas would have been off of this. Niggas would have stopped talking about this shit. But Drake team keep wanting to push I don't know why they want to push the lawsuit. Drake, you got enough money, fam. You got enough money. You can still go to the negotiation table and drop some music, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Drop some goddamn music and nigga, you're already paid for already. This is why I don't understand it. My cousin used to tell me this shit all the time. He'd be like, look, man, a lot of the times, because, I was a big, like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne and them. This one, Lil Wayne, before he started getting weird and shit. Carter 2 like Wayne and all of that, right? Dedication 2 like Wayne, you know what I mean? Before he started getting weird and shit. But anyway, and no disrespect to Wayne, straight legend. That's the man, 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the legend, Lil Wayne. I don't mean to be disrespectful to him because he was one of my favorites, especially in the prime teenage years of my life. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. But anyway, my cousin would tell me, yo, where they at right now is probably going to be the hottest that they're going to be, because once they get to the situation where they made it, their voices is bought and paid for at that point. So they're not really going to give you the shit that you was used to them doing and wanting to, whatever it is that you like about them, they're going to eventually fall off because they're going to get to a point where your voice is paid for. We've watched every artist do that. Every artist, literally every artist, you know what I'm saying? Get on the track, and because their voice is paid for, they're not giving us the shit we want to hear. They're giving us the shit that they want to talk about. Think about Jay-Z. Jay-Z talking about paintings and shit like that. Like, nigga, don't nobody want to hear about no shit like that. I mean, let's just be real. Don't nobody want to hear about no shit like that. Nigga talking about Basquiat paintings and colors and shit like that. Like, Jay voice is paid for. Jay, we don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear a little bit of ignorant shit, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. We understand you grown and shit, you know what I'm saying? But grown niggas can, still get out here and have to motherfucking be a grown man out here in these streets. Straight up and down. Stand on some business, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I mean. Like, Drake, your voice is bought and paid for. You're already bought and paid for, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a deal just because it's you. So for you to be out here suing in the name of defamation and it's going to hurt your deal, what? Nigga, what are you talking about, fam? You're Drake. Nigga, you're Drake. Drake? Nigga, you're Drake. What the fuck is you talking about a defamation, nigga? I can see if you were some kind of artist on the rise. Like, let's say if this was like trying to think one of these young niggas or something that's, doing their thing. Okay, I'll speak on this. Let's say like the Plat-Boy Max or one of the, LeAngelo Ball. Let's use LeAngelo Ball, right? I can see if you like LeAngelo Ball and you got a bunch of niggas out here, talking crazy about the nigga trying to destroy this nigga's whole career before he can even get it off the ground. That's a little different. But nigga, you're Drake. Your career is not going nowhere. This is why it looks soft. And people don't want to keep it real about it, but I'm going to keep it real. Nigga, you're Drake. You're not going nowhere, fam. You're not going nowhere. You're just a few good songs away from being back in the good graces of hip-hop. You really are. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you don't know that because you're doing dumbass shit like this. This is dumb, my nigga. This is dumb, man. Straight up dumb. And all you're doing is bringing more you're bringing more light to Kendrick Lamar to where the point people who really was like, not Like Us track was cool, but I like Family Matters better. You know what I'm saying? Now this whole suing and you out here talking about LeBron James and all this other shit. Now niggas is like, yo, hold up, man. Yeah, now I want to see Kendrick Lamar. He trying to get Kendrick to not perform? Oh yeah, now I want to see if Kendrick going to do it. You got people wanting to see it just to see if Kendrick is going to be able to do Not Like Us. It's not a good look, man. I don't know who the fuck Drake. I don't know who you got around your team, dog. Maybe it's the white folks. That's what it is. He got the white folks around him telling him to do this shit because there cannot be no niggas doing no shit like this, especially if they're ancient American. I'm not talking about no Canadian nigga. and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? No UK nigga and shit. No African nigga. I'm talking about ancient American nigga. If this nigga got ancient American niggas around him, dog, and they're condoning this fuck shit, them niggas is clowns, dog. And they're trying to get something out the deal, man. That's all there is to it. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get something out the deal because there's no way that niggas will condone some shit like this. Niggas just be like, nigga, look, nigga, all you gotta do, nigga, really is just, I know, nigga, you're going through the fire right now, nigga, but this is what other artists had to deal with. Jay-Z, when he got slaughtered on Ether, nigga, he had to go through that fire, right? He had to team up with Kanye and shit like that to get his shit back right? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, right? I can't say Ja Rule wasn't able to come back just for the simple fact that, I mean, he did actually no. Ja did put out a few good bangers and shit. I did like The Last Temptation. Last Temptation was a good album. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all getting bored dealing with them. I know you miss my love. Shout out to Bobby Brown. But yeah, man, you know, Ja still had, you know, but a lot of, like I said, a lot of shit, them niggas was really handcuffed. They couldn't do shit. They was being raided and investigated by the FBI, CIA type shit. Like, yeah, that was some whole different shit going on. Even when you think of Biggie, right? Biggie, when Biggie, you know, I mean, it depends on how people call that battle, right? But hit him up, you know, he dropped some hellacious shit on goddamn Biggie Smalls. And Biggie still came out with another fire album. Now, you know, Biggie ended up dying after that, but, you know, after he dropped that album, but like I said, you know, it's the music at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's the music at the end of the day. Niggas gonna battle, okay, cool. You might get that, cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna stop me from negotiating it. And if that is if niggas is trying to play me out now because I lost a battle, I'm gonna hit that booth, and I'm gonna hit that booth so vicious, you know what I'm saying, that by time this shit drops, motherfuckers gonna be calling my phone like, you said you wanted 300 million? Yeah, I think we can make that happen. Yeah, we want to get you back to the negotiation table. Know what I'm saying? And then I hit the nigga with the Fat Joe. Yesterday's price is not today's price, fam. Straight up and down. I would hit the booth so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just start jumping on everybody shit. Do some whole 50 Cent G-Unit era mixtape type shit. Or Lil Wayne, the Dedication series type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm going in the booth spazzing out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in there spazzing. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm more ready to go back and lock back in for another round with this nigga, then fuck it, nigga. Let's get it popping, nigga. I got some shit to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to hit the booth so fire that when I go to sit at the table to negotiate this deal, they're not going to play with me. They're not going to play with me. They're not going to be like, well, because you lost to Kendrick Lamar, and since you lost to Kendrick Lamar, you know, we got to deduct $100 million out. Like, no, nigga, it don't work like that, fam. At least that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the music industry, so I couldn't tell you. I could just tell you from a street perspective, from the outside looking in. Dog, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Drake and his team. It's not a good look. It don't matter how much amount of money or if you able to cancel this nigga. Like, if Kendrick Lamar doesn't do Not Like Us in the Super Bowl, we know that has something to do with Drake, and therefore that's going to be even a worse look. To the point, like, you can't even come back. If Kendrick Lamar doesn't do Not Like Us, nigga, you can't come back from that. Like, you got a nigga, everything he said about you in that song would damn near be validated if you got Not Like Us canceled at the Super Bowl. Everything would be validated. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're pulling white man tactics and shit like that. Well, not just white man. Shout out to the good white folks out there. But, you know, you're playing these Jewish executive legal games. You know what I'm saying? That niggas don't play. Niggas don't play them Jewish legal games and language and shit. Niggas don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna battle, we gonna do this shit, you go your way, I go my way. You know what I'm saying? But Drake is doing this whole Jewish exec legal things, and we gonna try to tie you up and make you spend a lot of money to defend yourself and try to choke you out of this shit, make you tap out and not wanna perform this shit, or if not, we're gonna keep bringing you to court and keep suing, and then we're gonna keep suing on Universal Group, so therefore the pressure's on them to make Kendrick stop or to stop the song from being played. Like, nigga, that's Jewish white boy executive shit, bro. That shit ain't, you can't come back from that, dog. You can't come back from that, man. You can't come back from that. That's a wrap for Drake. Drake, drop the lawsuit, nigga. Drop the lawsuit, bro. This looks soft all the way through and through. Now, this woman's going to explain this shit. I don't care how she explained this shit. It is no getting around that. But anyway, I'm going to let her go.
I'm not a lawyer, but I finally got around to reading the full 81-page lawsuit that Drake has filed against UMG, and in it, he gives 3 reasons as to why he's suing UMG and not Kendrick Lamar. So let me give you the recap, and it really comes down to money. First, early in the lawsuit, Drake makes it clear that, quote, this lawsuit is not about the artists who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false, but dangerous. It goes on to say very explicitly that Drake is not a pedophile. Drake has never engaged in any acts that would require he be, quote, placed on Neighborhood Watch.
That name gotta be registered and placed on Neighborhood Watch.
Drake has never engaged in relations with a minor.
A minor.
Drake has
Bro, that line going to hit hard on the Super Bowl, bro. Oh, my God. I talked about that even in the lawsuit. Like, Drake is not going to want that song to be played because when that A minor bar, bro, that shit going to hit hard in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Drake going to die again in the Super Bowl. That's why he trying to stop that shit. And I've been telling y'all, Drake going to die again in the Super Bowl. And all his team is doing is going to make him relive the death again. Again. He died when Not Like Us came out, right? Nigga tapped out. Hard Part 6 and I'm going on vacation, man. And y'all whole ass niggas, dog. Y'all have fun. I'm done with the beef, man. Y'all niggas, man. Yeah, man. Y'all niggas play too much, dog. Y'all niggas play too much. You know what I mean?
never been charged with or convicted of any criminal acts whatsoever. And so, as a company that published, promoted, exploited, and monetized, Drake says he wants UMG. All right, so reason number one as to why Drake is suing UMG is because he says one of their motivations for promoting and making Not Like Us a success was to damage his popularity, so that when it came time to renegotiate his contract, he wouldn't be the superstar he once was, and therefore wouldn't be able to demand the amount of money and rates he typically would have been able to get.
Now, this is corny from Drake to do because, like I was already saying, Drake, you're Drake. What are you talking about? And then you're suing UMG because you're trying to make it seem like, oh, no, it ain't about a Kendrick. Nigga, it is about a Kendrick because he's the reason why your ass is suing UMG. Because he was slaughtering your ass on the wax. And you don't went out here to them Jewish execs and shit and lawyers and shit, and you trying to get this nigga tied up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit all the way corny, dog. That's like I said, man, that's like a nigga, like, for instance, you know what I'm saying? There was a situation, I was in Job Corps, and, you know, long story short, you know, it was a chick and shit like that. She was from the same city I was from. Shout out to her. She was, oh, my goodness, she was thick. Dark-skinned chick, man. But anyway, you know, in Job Corps and shit, you know, you got your CCP and shit. You know, these are the people that you're pretty much your day ones. Y'all all coming together. Y'all probably don't know each other from a fucking can of paint because people are coming from all different parts of the country, right? So anyway, so you're in there, so you pretty much stick together, right? You know, my roommate, though, was somebody who was already there, right? So whatever. Long story short, you know, one of the dudes from the CPP. Now, we didn't really kick it like that at the end of the day, but, you know, he fucked with a chick that was from the same city, though, that I knew. So whatever, right? So anyway, him and my roommate get into this big-ass argument outside. I guess he would call himself trying to show off for the other chick. He started talking about, nigga, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. You know, he was just talking this hardcore, I'm from Brooklyn type shit. And the other nigga from Brooklyn, too. You know what I'm saying? Spanish cat. He was, you know, he's from Brooklyn, too. But he just kept talking this wild, crazy shit. So I'm like, oh, this nigga standing on business. He might be a real trill-ass nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? So all right, we gonna see after school. Yeah, man, after school, man, we gonna throw the beds up. That's that's what we call it. When you get ready to fight in Job Corps, niggas throw them beds up, move the furniture, get moved around, and so niggas got a nice little boxing ring, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got a boxing ring, a wrestling ring, whatever the fuck you want to talk. It's somebody getting their ass whooped. We gonna leave this room with an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, right? So anyway, long story short. This nigga was talking cash shit about how he was gonna whoop this nigga ass and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. And I told her, I said, yo, this is my roommate. That's my roommate and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, fuck all that. We came in this bitch together. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna go in there with you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody jump in, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we all fighting. We all fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because, other niggas, Spanish niggas got 100 niggas and shit like that. The Spanish niggas be rolling and shit. So I'm already on go mode. Like, look, nigga, you fight this nigga dog in that room, man. You know what I'm saying? And niggas start jumping in. Nigga, we all jumping in. Ain't nobody about to let you get jumped in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody got anything to worry about, nigga, it's me, because the nigga is my roommate. You know what I'm saying? He can have these Spanish niggas run up in the room anytime he damn near want. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. So anyway, long story short, it get about time. After school hits, we getting ready to go to the rooms. This nigga get cold feet. I mean cold feet. We literally walking up to the dorm room because we was going to do this shit in our room. You know what I'm saying? Because the RA wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It was like perfect timing. RA wasn't there yet. I don't even know if I'm saying, is it the RA? I forgot what we call them. It's been so long since I've been in Job Corps. But anyway, the person that's watching the first floor, they wasn't there yet. It was fresh out of school. So bang, we get to this nigga cold feet literally right in front of the door, right? So I'm like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? He like, we all meet up. I'm like, yeah, you ready? You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I don't know, man. Maybe this shit ain't really worth it, man. I ain't trying to really get termed. Now the nigga want to have logical motherfucking thinking and shit. Like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, hold up, nigga. Like, in my head, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, nigga. You was the nigga that was talking crazy to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was talking crazy to you. You was talking cash shit to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Acting like you was going to just do this nigga all type of filthies and he all kind of pussies and this, that, and the third. So whatever. Anyway, Spanish nigga come out. Shout out to, his name was Omar. Shout out to him though. But anyway, this nigga, Spanish nigga come out real quick. He like, yo, so what's up? We going in the room? He like, well, it's whatever. It's whatever. That's why I knew the nigga was scared at that moment. I'm like, I kind of did one of them head rolls, like, damn, nigga, like, this nigga about to chomp out. You know what I'm saying? He gonna chomp out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, the nigga Omar go, yo, all I want to do is get you in that room and beat the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? He was this nigga was all in this nigga face. I'm like, yo, to what a point I felt the kind of way, like, yo, nigga, if you ain't gonna fight this nigga, dog, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you're not gonna fight this nigga, like, to what a point, like, I'm kind of like getting mad, like, damn, nigga, because I was like, damn, man, this nigga got all in his face, told the nigga he wanted to beat the fuck out of him. Like, damn, nigga, you got us all looking bad out here, fam. So whatever. So he turns around, he like, I'll meet you in the room, pussy. I'll meet you in the room, pussy. Come to the room, pussy. So he walks off like a straight G. I'm like, damn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I low-key wanted to step in and fight my roommate for the nigga, like, but it wasn't my fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my fight. You know what I'm saying? But anybody jump in, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? Because I was thinking about it too. Like, nigga, I'm not trying to get turned, but nigga, if we gonna crash out, if niggas jump in, then we gonna crash out. You know what I'm saying? But low-key, I kind of wanted to crash out the way he was just chumping this nigga like that. But my roommate did not start this shit. So whatever, he told the nigga, let's go in the room. This nigga started talking about, oh, look, man, I ain't trying to get termed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get termed and all that. This is like my last Now the nigga want to have a come to Jesus moment and shit. You know what I'm saying? He want to have a come to Jesus moment and shit after raising complete hell and getting all of us involved in this shit at the end of the day. Now this nigga want to come to his senses and now he don't want to get termed from Job Corps and all this other shit. So then bang, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I go in my room, because he was stayed in a different dorm. This was the crazy shit about it. Me and another nigga, we stayed in one dorm, and all three of them niggas that was a part, as far as the niggas that hung out together, they stayed in a whole different dorm. So it was only me and this other nigga that was in the dorm with my roommate, right? So whatever, I go to the room, you know, the nigga was like, he was like, yeah, man, he was like, man, I respect you, dog, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Like, I could tell you was kind of disappointed. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you was just you kind of wanted to step in and shit for the nigga because you knew the nigga was pussy and shit, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy about it, he was like, because the nigga was like, that's another thing I left out. The nigga said, nah, them niggas gonna jump me in there. That's when I knew that nigga. I knew at that moment, I was like, yo, this nigga all the way pussy. This nigga all the way pussy. What the fuck you mean they gonna jump you in there? Nigga, it's 5 of us out here, dog. We will beat the fuck out them niggas in there, dog. What are you talking about? Know what I'm saying? And we athletes and shit, know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we will beat the fuck out these niggas. What are you talking about? Throw these niggas through the window, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Niggas out here bench pressing shit and niggas in shape and shit, dog. We will break one of them niggas in half, dog. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, ain't nobody jumping in that shit, dog. That's between you and him, you know what I'm saying? We here to be the muscle, nigga. If anybody think about jumping in, nigga, your ass is getting broken up in half, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be good for none of these niggas in here, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But anyway. So, my roommate like, nah, I respect it and shit because if it did go down in a situation like that, you stay right here and you was willing to ride out. You could have just been like, fuck that nigga and, rode out with us because of the simple fact that, I'm your roommate and if anything, nigga, I can kind of, get your touch. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all my niggas is closer to you than you are to the niggas that's gonna have your back, which was true because the other niggas stayed on the 3rd floor. So, you know what I mean? If I'm in there getting busy with these Spanish niggas and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a minute if that nigga could even get down there. So that I'm taking an ass whipping all the way through and through. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. I ain't beating about 7 niggas, dog. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the Hulk, and I'm not saying I'm the baddest man on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I mean? So it was what it was. But anyway, so after that, this nigga turns around and basically snitches on my roommate. Just absolutely ratted on him. I'm like, wow. To the point, I stopped fucking with the nigga. I said, yo, you know what, dog? He came, sat at the table with me. I was like, nah, man. Nah, dog. Go ahead. Nigga literally pointed the nigga out, came in. We was at dinner. Nigga comes in there. We like, yo, what happened with old boy? Why old boy chump out? We was talking about the nigga like, yo, why this nigga chump out like that, man? This nigga got us looking bad and shit, you know what I'm saying? Being pussy and shit. This nigga started the shit, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, we see the nigga walking in the cafeteria with security and point my roommate out. I said, no, this nigga did it. Then the nigga had the audacity to come over to me and want to sit down. I was like, nah, dog. Like, I'm not for the piling on shit, but I'm just like, nah, dog, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. And low-key, I kind of did feel bad because everybody was calling that nigga Curtis, red-ass nigga, snitch-ass nigga. I mean, this nigga couldn't go nowhere. Even the broad really kind of stopped fucking with him. Know what I'm saying? Even the broad that he was fucking, she kind of stopped fucking with that nigga for real after that. But yeah, man, there's a lot of wild things that happen in Job Corps. But that's what the Drake shit remind me of, dog. Like, nigga, now you out here telling, nigga. You been out here throwing subs and shit at this nigga for a minute. This nigga slap you in your mouth. Now you wanna get the Jewish execs and lawyers involved. Not a good look, Drake.
Lawsuit says that the rise of streaming platforms has given established artists more leverage and power in their negotiations. So Drake, for example, has been making music for a while. His success is well documented. He has hit songs. And so renewing a contract with him theoretically isn't much of a risk for a company like UMG. He's a pretty solid bet with a track record to prove it. So for that reason, established artists who knows what they bring to the table, has the numbers to back it up, and can understand how much a company can stand to make off of them, can demand a higher rate when they're negotiating a deal. Unless brand, reputation, and popularity of that established artist is all of a sudden tarnished or damaged. Now that artist isn't able to demand that high rate that they once were able to, and now the company has more leverage when negotiating their contract and can maybe get that artist to sign at a discounted rate. So that's what Drake and his team are saying happened here. They say UMG was motivated to make Not Like Us a hit because it devalued Drake's music and his brand, which would allow them to renew his contract at a price that's more favorable to them.
Now, Drake, how you gonna prove that? Not Like Us is a hit because the streets fuck with it. Not because what these fucking See, that's what I'm saying, Drake. Not Like Us is a hit because the streets fuck with the shit. Not because them white boys and them goddamn executives decided that they were going to push the button and make this shit viral. That's not how this works. That's not how that works, Drake. It's not. It's not how hip-hop works. Hip-hop is from the streets, nigga. If the streets don't fuck with it, nigga, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to talk some pop shit or some goddamn UK or some Afro beats or some shit like that, that's a little different. But as far as hip-hop go, nigga, if the streets don't fuck with it, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, dog. It's not going nowhere. So for you to make it seem like UMG blew the track up, that's false, fam. That is false. And whoever the fuck is telling you that shit is cool, dog, it's not. It's not cool, Drake. It's not.
Now on to reason number 2, and this one has to do with Kendrick Lamar's contract. The lawsuit says that Kendrick was also signed to UMG, but he only signed a short-term deal that started in 2023 and ended in 2024. And while they wanted Kendrick to sign a longer deal, he only agreed to a short-term deal so that he could see if UMG was actually valuable to him and if they could promote his music more effectively than any other music company. But the problem, according to the lawsuit, is a short-term deal meant that UMG only had a short period of time to prove their worth to Kendrick. And the lawsuit claims UMG used the song Not Like Us to do it. It says UMG chose to...
Okay. So, like I said, this does not make Drake look good. So you mad at a nigga for negotiating a better business deal? And then he spanked you within that same time frame, and you up here suing the record label for that shit? Man, if the record label don't come for this nigga, dog, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Drake might be finished, and it might be them other Jewish execs, them other Jewish white boys from the other side of the game might be looking to get that nigga up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I mean? Because that's allegedly who he's going at. But me personally, I think this is really just, it's after Kendrick Lamar. It's just really in a clever way of doing it, which is corny as fuck. But it is what it is.
Publish and promote this song, knowing it contained defamatory material against Drake, all in an effort to show Kendrick how valuable they could be to him and get him to sign a longer-term deal with them. And the lawsuit says that longer-term deal was signed in December of 2024. And now the final reason.
All right, so that's probably why Drake up here and then, see, I'm suing that. They don't sign this bitch ass nigga to a goddamn long-term deal. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, man. That's only supposed to be me. I'm the boy. I'm the one raising billions and bragging about my billion streams and all this other stuff. I'm the boy. I'm the boy. How they gonna just give this nigga a long-term deal because people think he won the battle? Yeah, so Drake done crashed out again once Kendrick did sign that long-term deal. But anyway, let's let it keep going.
Listed in the lawsuit as to why Drake is suing UMG is again because of money. But this time, it's a little more direct. The lawsuit says that UMG has a division-based bonus structure that allows division executives to benefit from their artists regardless if it affects another UMG division's artists. Follow me. So UMG is a parent company, and under it there are labels or divisions like Interscope and Republic. So if an artist that's signed to Interscope, like Kendrick is, has a wildly successful song or album, executives at Interscope may get bonuses or other benefits to reflect the success of that artist and their music. And it doesn't matter if that success is at the expense of another UMG division's artist like Republic, where Drake is signed. So here, Drake is alleging that John Janik, who is the CEO of Interscope, was motivated to make Not Like Us a success, regardless of the defamatory allegations, because he...
Drake, you were out here talking about how Kendrick Lamar was beating his woman. You called the man a woman beater, fam. Drake, you were out here, fam, talking about that man kids ain't his. Now listen, that's a hell of an allegation, know what I'm saying? To be out here, Kendrick Lamar around here parading kids that ain't his and that belong to the nigga manager? It's BD, must be a secret BD. Hey, let that shorty breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for free. Yeah, but not that kind of free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave. You try to basically say the nigga Kid's Dave free. Don't let this Dave freeze. Because if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Family Matters was hard, but dog, you had allegations about this man's whole relationship and him whooping his woman ass and shit, dog. Nigga get out here, call you he didn't even really say you. He said certified lover. Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? And Baca got a weird case. Drake, you was on stage kissing up on a 17-year-old girl. I'm just saying, the footage is out here, dog. Why you acting like this nigga lying or what he's saying about you doesn't have some form of shit that we can actually look up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen no videos where somebody like, y'all, for real, Dave Free is really the kid. He was fucking on Whitney, and Whitney cheated on Lamar because Lamar was out here fucking all these hoes. So Whitney found validation in Dave Free, and Dave Free, you know, he broke weak to that light-skinned pussy, and he decided he wanted to try some, and he decided that he was going to shoot up the club and turn his back on his mans and shoot up the club, man. Yeah, that's what he decided he was going to do. And yeah, them kids belong to Dave Free. That's who kids those really. It ain't Kendrick, it's Dave Free kids.
Himself was directly rewarded as well. It also notes that John Janik and the CEO of Republic, Monty Littman, are both being considered to replace Lucien Grange, who is the CEO of UMG, the parent company. Some other things worth noting from the lawsuit is that Drake and his team point out UMG and Lucien Grange should specifically know the harm and seriousness of publicizing defamatory claims because they were recently listed as defendants in one of the lawsuits against Diddy. In that Diddy lawsuit, UMG and Lucien Grange were accused of aiding and abetting Diddy while he committed heinous and widespread acts of violence against minors. Lucien and UMG's legal team immediately filed a motion to have the case dismissed against them and argued that the accusations were offensively false, and if they were not in a court document, they would be considered defamation. Lucien specifically said that the allegations against him in the lawsuit were knowingly and maliciously false and defamatory, and that, quote, a single lie can destroy a reputation of integrity, and while it takes years to build a reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes. So again, Drake's point here is that even though they just had to fight off their own allegations, that still wasn't enough to stop them from releasing, promoting, and re-promoting a song that had similar allegations about one of their own artists. And the lawsuit says that when Drake confronted UMG about all of this, they refused to do anything about it. In fact, the lawsuit says that UMG told Drake if he sued them, they would just in turn sue Kendrick Lamar and imply that then Drake would be made fun of for looking like he sued another rapper over a rap battle.
And pretty much that's where we're at. All right? So Drake wants to sue UMG. So basically UMG sues Kendrick Lamar. Let me make sure I heard that right.
Confronted UMG about all of this, they refused to do anything about it. In fact, the lawsuit says that UMG told Drake if he sued them, they would just in turn sue Kendrick Lamar and imply that then Drake would be made fun of for looking like he sued another rapper over a rap battle. All right, so I won't go into all of the details about how many times the song was played, here it says billions, or how it was played at national events like the DNC, NBA games, MLB games, WNBA games, or how it is surely going to be played at the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show that Kendrick Lamar will be headlining. I also won't talk about how Drake claims that UMG used its ownership stake in Complex and Vivo to also promote and boost the song. But I will say...
So Drake is just coming after anybody who fucking played the song. And that shit is just weak, Drake, man. That shit weak, Drake, man. Come on. The boy. What is the boy doing, man? The boy need to sit down somewhere, man. Let this Super Bowl shit fly by and then nigga start dropping some music, nigga. But if you keep going on with this shit, dog, a coward dies 1,000 deaths, dog. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. Am I right? Super Bowl, like I told y'all, when that Super Bowl and that Mustard on the beat, ho, deep, bo. Any rap, nigga, he a free throw. Like, nigga, you're about to die. You're gonna die during the Super Bowl. So your mind is, he was better off just being quiet. Let that, they done gave a whole ass nigga. They done gave a whole ass nigga the Super Bowl perform. Oh yeah, these niggas just wanted to see me fall. These niggas want to see me fall. You know what? I'm gonna drop a few tracks here and there, and then I'm just gonna cool out. I'm gonna cool out until after the Super Bowl. Then I'll come back out, pop out. You know what I'm saying? Just in time for the weather to break. You know what I'm saying? For that springtime in America. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop some shit for the summertime, for the real New Year. You know what I'm saying? For the real New Year when spring start. You know what I mean? But no, this nigga suing niggas and shit, like, it's not a good look, Drake.
That Drake has 3 causes of action for this lawsuit. He is officially suing UMG for defamation, which goes to UMG, according to Drake, knowingly and maliciously publishing defamatory statements about him, all of which negatively impact his personal and professional reputation and directly impacts him financially. The second cause of action is harassment, because according to Drake, the song made a call for violence against him, and even when that violence started to happen, which is a reference to the shooting and break-ins that happened at his house, that still wasn't enough to stop UMG from promoting the song. And then the third cause of action is for violating the New York General Business Law, which has to do with Drake's claim that UMG paid people to promote and play the song, misleading the public to believe that it was more popular than it actually was. Oh.
This is just soft. Drake, they did the same shit for you, dog. When you was number one, even when Drake wasn't even in beefs, then the only shit he was in, only Drake beef I remember, like when he first came out, was the Chris Brown shit, because he was sounding like a hating ass nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sneak dishing Chris Brown and throwing bottles and shit like a hoe. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only real beef I remember him getting into. You know what I'm saying? But when you was on top of the charts and, you know, doing your thing with Rihanna and shit like that, tormenting Chris Brown and shit, you know, because that's when they was trying to kill that man's career, right? If it wasn't for that man's talents, he wouldn't have been able to fight through that. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga like Drake would have been helping to squash Chris Brown. Straight up and down. To squash his ass. So you was cool when the machine was with you. But now the machine not with you, or is doing what the industry does, which is snake-like shit. Now all of a sudden you want to tap out and you want to call foul and start suing niggas. I can't respect it, Drake. Your team has to be the worst in hip-hop history. I don't even care if Drake win the case. Because some of y'all like, watch what happens when Drake win the case. Nigga, I don't care if he win the case. I don't care if he win the case, so what? The shit looks soft, nigga. You can't come back from no shit like that. Nigga, you can't even really pop your shit like that because a nigga can't even, you like, nigga, how you gonna be up here popping shit, nigga, and you done sued a nigga after he done smacked your ass around in the battle, talking about, yeah, man, he made threats on my life, he lied on my life, and it's hurting my brand. And it's hurting my brand. See, I thought we was going to do a rap battle. He said a friendly fade. He didn't say it was going to be war and devastation. He said, let's do a friendly fade. I only prepared for a friendly fade. This nigga came through with the kamikaze.
And Kai Cenat and some other YouTubers were mentioned in the lawsuit, but that just had to do with the claim that UMG was doing everything they could to promote Not Like Us, including whitelisting the song or like removing the copyright from it on YouTube so that streamers could play the songs on their videos and still get monetized. All right, so now that you have that context, tell me what you think. Does Drake have a point, or is he still just mad he lost the battle?
He's mad he lost the battle. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.